An Unspoken Melody, written by Emma Lascall and narrated today by Howard MacDonald. A timeless romance of a secret love amongst the roses. Heavens had painted the sky with hues of pink and orange, setting the stage for another spectacular sunset in the quiet village of Aylesbury. A gust of wind swept through, lifting the petals of the roses lining the cobblestone path where Eleanor ventured every evening. The roses had bloomed remarkably well that season, and Eleanor felt a peculiar connection to them, as if they shared her secret, the one she dared not speak aloud. Eleanor's heart fluttered with anticipation as she approached the wooden bench under the old oak tree. It was their place where she and Oliver met daily to exchange sweet smiles and tender words. Oliver had an air of melancholy about him, but his eyes danced with a fiery passion Eleanor couldn't resist. The two had formed an unlikely bond, meeting by chance when Eleanor was caught in a sudden downpour. Oliver had offered her his coat, shielding her from the unforgiving rain. Over time they became inseparable, their conversations often meandering into the realms of love, desire and loss. Eleanor found solace in Oliver's presence, and he found hope within her. They were a balm to each other's hearts, yet never crossing the line that society had drawn. Their love remained pure, unspoken and unblemished, like the delicate petals of the roses that they cherished. This particular evening, Eleanor found Oliver humming a tune she had never heard before. He glanced up and smiled, the warmth in his eyes washing away her fatigue. "It's something I've been working on," he said, his voice soft and steady. "Inspired by, well, something." Eleanor took a seat beside him, her eyes searching his. "May I hear it?" she asked, her heart pounding with excitement. Oliver hesitated, his cheeks flushing a rosy pink. "It's not quite finished yet, but I suppose I could share a bit with you." He took a deep breath, and as the last rays of the setting sun illuminated his face, he began to sing. The melody was gentle, each note floating through the air like a delicate feather. The lyrics spoke of a love beyond measure, a love that could move mountains and calm the stormiest seas. It was a love that resonated with Eleanor's soul, one she knew she shared with Oliver, but she could never speak of openly. As Oliver's voice trailed off, he locked eyes with Eleanor. "Do you like it?" he asked, his voice barely a whisper. Eleanor nodded, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. "It's beautiful, Oliver." "I've never heard anything quite like it." He smiled, his gaze lingering on her face a moment longer before he turned away, gazing at the distant horizon. "It's for someone special," he said, his voice filled with longing. "Someone who has changed my life in ways I can't even begin to express." A wave of emotion washed over Eleanor, her heart heavy with the weight of their unspoken love. She knew that she and Oliver could never be together, not with the expectations that society placed upon them. They were two lost souls, finding solace in each other's presence, but forbidden to embrace the love that burned within them. Eleanor rose from the bench, her fingers brushing against Oliver's for the briefest of moments. "I must go," she whispered, her voice choked with emotion. "But I will never forget this moment, Oliver. And I'll always cherish the love that you've shared with me through your music." As Eleanor walked away, the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the cobblestone path. The roses seemed to sway gently, as if bidding her farewell, their petals carrying the scent of their bittersweet love. Oliver watched her retreating figure, his heart aching with the knowledge that their love would forever remain a secret, locked away within the notes of his song. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. The seasons shifted, and the once vibrant roses wilted under the cold touch of winter. Eleanor and Oliver continued to meet under the old oak tree, their love growing stronger with each passing day, yet never crossing the boundaries set by the world around them. Their shared glances and whispered words became the lifeline they clung to, a testament to the love they bore for one another. It wasn't long before whispers of war spread through the village, the dark cloud of conflict threatening to steal away the fragile peace they had found. With a heavy heart, Oliver revealed to Eleanor that he had been called to serve his country, leaving her breathless with shock and despair. As they stood under the now bare oak tree, Oliver took Eleanor's hand in his voice trembling. "I don't know if I'll ever return, Eleanor, but I need you to know that my love for you is eternal. It is the one thing that will keep me going, even in the darkest of times." Tears streamed down Eleanor's cheeks as she struggled to find the words that had been locked away for so long, for so many years. "I love you too, Oliver," she whispered, her voice barely audible. "I always have, and I always will." Their lips met for the first and last time, a tender, desperate kiss that held the weight of their unspoken love. It was a fleeting moment, stolen from the clutches of fate, and one they would both treasure for the rest of their lives. As the days turned into weeks, Eleanor clung to the memories of their love, her heart heavy with the absence of Oliver's presence. She found solace in the roses that had once bloomed so beautifully along the cobblestone path, tending to them with the same devotion she had shown to her secret love. One fateful day, a letter arrived bearing the news that Oliver had fallen in battle, his life taken by the cruel hand of war. Eleanor's heart shattered into 1,000 pieces, the weight of her loss too great to bear. She collapsed beside the roses, her tears falling like rain upon the delicate petals. Yet through her grief, Eleanor found the strength to carry on, her love for Oliver burning like a beacon in the darkness. She tended to the roses, ensuring they bloomed once more, their vibrant petals a living testament to the love that they had shared. Years passed and the village of Aylesbury grew and changed, but the roses along the cobblestone path remained, their beauty a symbol of the enduring power of love. And in the quiet moments, when the wind whispered through the leaves of the old oak tree, one could almost hear the faint melody of a song, a love story etched in time, forever entwined with the petals of the roses. Thank you for listening. If you would like to hear more stories like this one, why not subscribe to the Romance Diaries on YouTube? Or if you would like to enjoy your own real-life romance, why not visit one of our sponsors by clicking on the link in the description.